Hello and welcome to Media Nama. If you search for PMS on Zepto, the app now suggests curated product bundles called Crampy, Hangry, and Ragey, each one themed around mood and pain relief. Think patches, chocolates, and herbal teas. PMS or premenstrual syndrome refers to the emotional and physical symptoms many women experience before their period. This feature builds on Zepto's earlier experiments with mood-based shopping. In the past, a search for Monday blues could bring up a comfort pack, including coffee, energy drinks, and chocolates. The difference now is that instead of showing individual items, the app is offering entire bundles based on emotional states. Zepto says this shift reflects a move from trend spotting to feature building based on live search data. But what are the trade-offs of emotion-based targeting? Anushka Jain from the Digital Futures Lab raises a sharp concern. Just because someone searches for PMS products doesn't mean they're menstruating. What conclusions are platforms drawing and what profiles are they building? It's a reminder that interpreting search behavior as emotional or health related intent might lead to profiling without the user's full knowledge. Now, let's look at Zepto's privacy policy. It says the company collects browsing behavior, health, and lifestyle data and uses this for personalization. But it doesn't say whether the app tracks recurring PMS related searches, infers health or emotional states, or link those interferences to ads, pricing, or recommendations. The Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023 requires consent for processing sensitive personal data, including reproductive health. But what about inferred data? That's still a gray area. The law doesn't clearly say whether drawing conclusions from user behavior counts as processing sensitive data. That brings us to another gap, which is opting out. SFLC.in points out that while users can browse Zepto anonymously, placing an order requires agreeing to the platform's terms. And that means accepting its data practices, which means no opt out, no granular consent. Users are not given an option to opt out of such data collection or its subsequent use, SFLC said. There's historical precedent here. In 2012, a New York Times story revealed how Target analyzed purchase patterns to predict pregnancies, sometimes before the shopper's family knew. That case triggered a larger debate. Should retailers be allowed to make personal predictions based on routine browsing? Beyond the legalities, there's also the question of design. At a recent SFLC.in panel, IIT Delhi's Dr. Paro Mishra said many apps work with narrow views of reproductive health. These apps often ask for more information than necessary, she said, pointing out that some don't let users log miscarriages and then keep sending pregnancy updates even after a loss. Zepto also recently launched a paid analytics product, Zepto Atom. It includes dashboards, PIN code level demand tracking, and a chatbot called Zepto GPT. What's not clear is whether data from mood based searches, like those for PMS, are shared with brands or advertisers. So far, Zepto hasn't clarified whether PMS related searches are tracked long term, whether brands can access emotional or behavioral inferences, and whether users are informed that their data may be used this way. Under the DPDPA, users have the right to access their data, ask for it to be deleted, and must be clearly informed when it's being collected or used. The draft rules also say these processes must be user friendly. But none of this requires companies to reveal inferred insights or explain how long they're kept. As Anushka Jain told Medianama, most users aren't thinking about profiling when they shop online. Push notifications, mood based labels, all of these features feel helpful, but often operate in the background without explanation or consent. We have reached out to Zepto for clarity on this, and the story will be updated as and when we receive a response. For more such videos on tech policy and digital rights, follow Medianama.